Hey Aries, welcome. Bringing you messages for this amazing 12-12 portal. It's sort of known as the 333 activation because 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 12, 1 and 2 is 3, and then 2019 is the 3 years, so we have the day, the month, and the year. It's really about being divinely guided through what amounts to be the most transformative period of the decade. So we're getting a leg up is essentially what that's about. It's timed, not so coincidentally, with a Gemini full moon, which goes, it's at its peak at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 12th. I know if you're on the West Coast or elsewhere around the world, the timing's different, but it's not lost on me, all the synchronicities with the number 12. Now, the Gemini full moon is about our curiosity. It enhances our confidence levels, mainly with regard to changing direction, because that doesn't come easy for most of us. Gemini sort of has more ease, and so does Virgo. The mutable signs, you know, feel a little bit better about changing direction on a dime. The rest of us don't. But Gemini full moon will highlight that confidence we have to really examine our paths and make adjustments as necessary. Also, right after the full moon goes, right after the full moon reaches its peak, Chiron, which is an asteroid also known as the Wounded Healer, stations direct in your sign, Aries. So this is important because your sign is all about self and identity. And so wherever you get wounded, like if your pride gets wounded or your sense of self gets wounded, that's what Chiron will impact for you. And being that it's stationing direct, it should, again, provide a lot of clarity, increase your confidence, your sense of self, and also help you now that the moon has illuminated your ability to look at new directions to take. Chiron going direct will help you take the new direction. So one is looking at it and the other is just getting up and going, making the shift. But it's a real important, it's a time that's, it's important to look at your boundaries. Make sure that you have healthy boundaries in place energetically, especially going into the new year and the new decade. That will be most important, okay? So this reading will be a little different than what you're used to because I'm doing all the individual zodiac. I've got to move through a little faster. I'm pulling one card for you from the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Really beautiful deck if you've never seen it. And then I'm going to pull Queen of the Moon Oracles for you and your divine counterpart, and my spread will be a little different as well. There will be extendeds available in the event that I'm speaking your truth and you want to know more. Okay, let's go. What goddess is watching over you? Interesting. You've got Rhea, and the goddess Rhea, and she's the goddess of flow. She came out in reverse, so this is an alignment message. She's number 43, and 4 and 3 is 7. Really spiritual number. That's a nice way to kick it off, Aries. Okay, where are you? Come on now. So, here we go. Sometimes you may find yourself in a stagnant state where nothing seems to be moving. The flow between you and the universe is blocked. This can happen when you fear that your desires won't be met, and also when things are moving quickly and seemingly in different direction from what you expected. What was I just talking about, right? Directions? The goddess Rhea reminds you that when you trust the flow state, you'll find an opportunity to flow around a bend you've not discovered yet. Her alignment task for you is to let go of the branch and allow yourself to be carried on the river of your life into parts of the river you have not yet traveled through. She will ensure that although you will experience unfamiliar and unexpected things, releasing the form of it all will only result in the discovery of magic and miracles. Let go and allow the flow to do the rest. You will be amazed at how effortless life becomes. That's an amazing message for you. I'm going to put that right here. I just got done talking about the power of the full moon for you in Gemini and Chiron stationing direct in your sign. It is about your curiosity about maybe shifting out of a path that hasn't been serving you, especially as we close out this year and the decade. And this is saying maybe you need to, you know, Aries, you're very forward. You're all about motion and taking action. And sometimes the ram runs full force into the brick wall. This is basically saying maybe don't run so fast. Maybe go with the flow and discover what moving with ease and grace would feel like and what direction it would carry you. I feel this is a very auspicious card to come out at this time. Yeah, I see interesting things for you on the horizon, Aries, just by this reading, this part of that one card alone. All right, so now we're going to look at your divine counterpart gets faith and you get nourishment. So faith and nourishment, and again, you got a number 7. See how this is all coming together for you. Wow. I'm going to read yours first. You get card number 7 is nourishment. I love the look of this card. Look at all that. Like a waterfall off the moon. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. So this is about taking care of yourself. Nourishing mind, body, and spirit feels very Queen of Pentacles to me. Okay, so that's a good message for you. Your divine counterpart got faith. Card 31, that turns to a 4, and that's about structure, stability. And here it says, fertility and abundance now return. Things will get better. Growth has started. Hold on to your dreams in adversity. So it may be that this is a hint that your divine counterpart may be struggling and going through something and that they need to have faith. You are all about self-care. You really are all about self-care right now and going with the flow in terms of the cosmic energies. Like, let that carry you along. You will feel the shift. If you're here on this channel, you're already on a spiritual path. That's for sure. Unless you got here by accident, okay? So my message to you is this is a very auspicious time for you, Aries, to sort of be curious with regard to the path that you've been on in a couple different, in any area of life. It doesn't have to be just your spiritual path. It can be your work or career. It could be home and family. It can be relationships. So whatever path you've been on that has kind of been just not sitting well with you, it's been a struggle and a push, sit back and examine it with curious eyes and consider allowing the flow to take you in whatever direction you're meant to go. Have trust and faith and nourish yourself. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. This is your divine counterpart. They're coming in as justice. Fair and balanced. You coming in as the star. Nice way to kick it off, Aries. Then I'm going to do past, present, future. For them, past, yep, present, future, for you. In the extended, I will then do what I normally do, looking at the cards for the connection, looking at the guidance from spirit, messages to you from this person, a message to you, to them from you, and outcome. What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm trying to figure out what you're really dealing with close up. So this is a little bit more of a close and personal look at just the two key players. If you do not have anyone on your, in your life right now, this person is the one that may be coming on your path. So keep that in mind. You can always reverse the situation. If you think this is you and this is the other person, that's fine. So this person over here comes through as justice. This is their energy right now. Their energy is about balance and fairness. They may be in a field of law. This is a card of Libra. You may be dealing with a Libra, or they may have a lot of Libra in their chart, air energy. Their energy right now is they're looking for, a stable, balanced. That's how they're presenting, stable and balanced. You coming in here as the star, Piscean energy, like hope, faith, trust. You're very positive. This is a card. This is a card that's very powerful in terms of destiny, because it's basically saying wishes granted. So there's something very wonderful here about the star. It means that you're making yourself vulnerable. Usually this person is not clothed, so they're very open and make themselves vulnerable, so that all the possibilities of the heavens can shine upon them and grant them their wish. So that's a very hopeful, positive, open energy. I like that for you here, Aries. Now, in the past for your person, this other person, if I've got it right, past energy, Knight of Cups. Maybe this person cycles in and out of your life, or had cycled in and out of your life in the past. Meaning they just really, they would go after what they want. This is fire energy. And then once they got there, they couldn't kind of hang with it. And so they'd flow right out as fast as they came in. Present energy, moving to calmer waters. And in the future, they're wanting to communicate messages. This is passionate communication or travel. This person may actually literally be moving, but if they're not physically moving home, this is the energy of, in their head, they're getting more settled in their mind, calmer in their mind, and then they're like, oh, and let me tell you all about it. This person will want to communicate with you. Just so you know, I'm seeing air energy here between Justice and Six of Swords, and fire energy. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sag energy here, primarily Libra. On your side here, we've got your past is the Magician. You've been doing a lot of manifesting. So beautiful with the star energy. You've really been sort of using all your tools, your gifts, your awakenedness to your advantage. And here in the present, though, you're feeling sort of out in the cold. Five of Pentacles, there's some scarcity mindset here happening for you, Aries. There's something you can't see, can't access, don't know enough about to help you feel stable. So it's very possible this person could be bringing you that energy that you need, or you could be feeling very out in the dark with regard to this person. I think that will change, because I think they are going to communicate with you if they're not already. And then here in the future, there's Five of Cups. Now you have two fives. This is about change. I think there's a feeling here of regret or loss or sadness. This card, when it shows up, usually means somebody's leaving you or somebody left you. But it doesn't have to be that. It can just be sadness or regret over the loss of a situation. It can be the loss of the past, right? Saying goodbye to something that you finally have to let go of. But what's interesting with this is that right behind this figure, there's a Two of Cups. I love to point that out, because in most decks, the figure is all consumed with what they don't have, and what they're ignoring or not, or taking for granted, is that Two of Cups that's right behind them. And as you know, the Two of Cups, for me, is that soulmate card, a forever kind of soulmate. So, lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's go ahead and see. Why is this person coming through as Justice? Queen of Pentacles, what was I saying before? Taking care of themselves. This person, they're taking care of themselves. Queen of Pentacles, it can still be a man and be in queen energy, because that just means that they have enough water, enough cups energy, that they're coming from their heart. This is a kind and generous, thoughtful person, very stable, very grounded, you know, and there's enough compassion in them, though, that they're not cold and aloof. This is also Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I like that for them. And they've got up there right now, they've got a lot of emotional overwhelm. That's why they're seeking balance. Seven of Cups, a lot of choices or options to consider. That's been difficult for them. Yes, King of Cups. So they're trying to now either make a decision with regard to dropping fully into their heart space and being more emotionally available. I like that we have a King and Queen here for them. You coming in here as the Star. Oh, wow. Yes, trust and faith with regard to some karmic connection or experience. You're juggling your, yes, Aries, this is you. Like, what do I do with this? I need to make a decision, a choice, justice with regard to this person. Whoa. That's how you're going to get your balance back. This is what you don't know. See, you don't know if this person here if it's a trap. If you don't understand their intentions. You have hope and faith. You're trusting in higher authorities that this person is not faking you out. That their intentions are good. You're sort of weighing your options, though, like on the ground here, like, what am I really dealing with? And that's your frustration here, is that you don't know. There's a lot you can't access the information to help you feel more stable and balanced, but you will find out. It could be that you're dealing with a legal situation here involving somebody who played dirty. The word that I keep feeling is trapped, like a trap. I don't normally feel that word when I see, this is Capricorn energy, by the way, just so you know. And I think I said the Magician is Gemini and Virgo, and the star is Aquarius. So just letting you know the astrological energies that are presenting in the majors. This card doesn't, I usually feel karma. I usually feel like you're like addicted to each other, or it could just be a card of addiction. But I'm feeling the word trapped. So we'll see what that brings in the future. And I think you're really trying to weigh the pros and cons of this, dealing with this person, and they come out as justice, balanced. You are seeking this balance and fairness, and I feel that that's where the connection, where the two of you cross over here. I want to know now why the Five of Pentacles for you. Temperance, balance, Four of Pentacles, and Hanged Man. Yes, you're being, this Five of Pentacles energy that you've got is protecting you. This Five of Pentacles, where you feel left out in the cold, or you have some sort of scarcity mindset, or you don't know how to access a sense of stability in a situation. I feel that you're being asked to be patient and to balance your energies, meaning don't run too hot, don't run too cold. Don't be too fiery and don't be too overly emotional. Kind of strike a middle ground here. And hold back, pull back. Be reserved. Don't give everything away. If you don't know what's going on, you don't tell everything that's going on your end. This is where you're going to feel the balance, is pull back enough for yourself to provide the sense of stability that's missing in the situation, and just wait for enlightenment. Wait for a sign. This is you in a state of self-imposed delay. This is you just pulling back. You're not stressing over it. This is you being in the flow. This is you waiting for divine guidance, and it will come. And for this person, Six of Swords, moving to smoother waters. What is that about? Oh, okay. Well, they're moving to smoother waters after a period of being sort of on the down low. They've been really quiet. They've kept to themselves. They've done a lot of soul searching. This is a card of soul searching. It's the Hermit. It represents the sign of Virgo. You may be dealing with a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. And they also feel that Five of Pentacles. Right now, you are both not knowing what's going on with the other person. This leads me to believe, Aries, that you are not in direct communication with this person right now. You are probably in separation. Boom. Endings and new beginnings. That's why the Six of Swords, the World. This is Aquarius and Capricorn, as above, so below. That's why they're like moving to a calmer place internally in their mind, right? This Swords is mental energy. because they know some cycle has ended and a new one begins. They don't know what's really going on. They've done all their soul searching, and I feel they're just leaving it over to the divine as well. This is a card of, there's a lot of fate energy in that, destiny in that. And I don't feel really curious about the past energy. That's pretty self-explanatory, but let's look at this Five of Cups for you. Yep, you got to lay down this burden. Page of Wands, Ten of Cups. And for them, what's all this Eight of Wands stuff? They're really going to work hard, and they're going to come in with a couple of, yep, that's what they want. Wow. This person is going to communicate to you that they've been doing the work. They've been in this mode of that hermit mode of self-reflection, self-analysis. This is like an analysis. This is going within and really evaluating, looking at your life. It's a solitary journey, and they've been hard at work. So they're telling you that, and they're saying, and I'm coming toward you with love. This is an action card at the Knight of Cups. This is coming in with a message, coming in with an offer of love, because they see you as their twin flame soulmate. They may not know the concept as well as you do, Aries, but this is what they feel. This is about commitment in terms of like two hearts coming together. It is a marriage card. It represents the marriage ceremony. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but they see you in that light, and they're working hard to get to you with that message. That's for sure. And for you here, what's this future Five of Cups? It's about, right, regrets of the past. Yeah, lay that down. You can't stay in that energy anymore. You're done with that cycle. It's over. A new message of passion comes in. Page of Wands. You're going to feel the energy of this person. It's going to reignite that first moment when your eyes met, right? That moment of whoa. Because this is how you see this person. You see what you're heading towards is this ultimate Ten of Cups. They see what they're heading towards is this ultimate Four of Wands. Twin flame soulmate. You cannot get any better than this, Aries. This is your future, okay? Moving to the extended here, I'm going to now pull 3 more cards just for the connection, and then look at, like I normally do, the messages from Spirit, your messages to, divine masculine, divine feminine, to each other, and then outcome cards. If this is speaking your story, the link to the extended is below. Otherwise, I wish you a safe and self-reflective 333 activation in the 12/12 energy and the light of the Gemini full moon. Take care, Aries. Bye-bye.